Hello, my name is Sarah Berry from stampwithsarah.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and all the products you see on this video today can be purchased from my online shop. I'm using the Pop of Petals stamp set with the coordinating punch today. This is the clear mount option. You can also get it in a wood mount option, which means you get the wooden blocks supplied too. So for the clear mount, it refers to the block that you put it on. These are our Stampin' Up blocks, which have nice grip all the way around, and there's no sharp edges. They're a good weight too. Just peel your stamp out of the case and pop it onto the block. I'm using this one, which is like it's all filled in, a bit more like a watercoloured look, and then I'm using this leaf to create a poinsettia. Now you can find this bundle in our annual catalogue, and it is on page 47. Here's the stamp set with the punch here, with the bundle price, which means you save 10% when you buy the punch and the stamp set together. If you need a copy of this catalogue, please let me know. I will happily send you a copy of the catalogue if you do not already have a demonstrator. Also available starting today actually is the autumn winter catalogue. These will be available until the end of December, very early January. So if you'd also like a copy of this, please let me know. Just go to my website, stampwithsarah.co.uk, and you'll find under Catalogues at the bottom there you can fill out the form and your details will be sent to me, and I will post your free copy out to you at the end of the week. So we're making this card today. I thought it would be nice to make a Christmas card using this stamp set, and it's probably not something you think of making with this stamp set. And I thought, when I saw this, I thought we could make a poinsettia card. So the Merry Christmas is from a stamp set from the new Autumn Winter catalogue, which is called Timeless Tidings here. And to get that nice and straight, and potentially if you're doing multiple cards, I have used the Stamper Artist. This is our Stamper Artist. For this particular red rubber stamp, we don't need to use the foam, which just increases the height here. It's already got the extra height we need because it's on the stamp here with the foam. Just pushing my card up into the corner and placing the magnet somewhere where I know it's not going to come into contact with the rubber stamp. Now, this plate is just at a slight angle, which is perfectly fine. We can still ink it up like that. But if you are struggling, or you just like it to be a bit higher, these DVD stamp cases are the perfect height to give you a flat surface to stamp on. Now I've already positioned this on this clear plate, but what I did do was I placed it nice and straight down on this cardstock first, flipped over my plate and picked up the stamp. So I know every time I press down, it's going to be in exactly the right place. It's not quite dark enough in some of the areas, which is good. The idea is the Stamper Artist can go back over some of these areas and get it to be that colour that you want. There we go. So that's all done. You can see if you're making multiple Christmas cards, that is the ideal tool for doing that particular job. Okay, so next up, on this sample I've used a double leaf from this stamp set called Flourishing Phrases. And that's only because I've just had a card class this morning and we were using this leaf in a different card. So I won't be using this one today, but it's just a different idea and a different leaf to use with it. We'll go ahead and use the one from the Pop of Petals stamp set, which is this one here. Now the leaf colour is Garden Green. And you just want to imagine where your leaves are going to go, your petals are going to go, roughly like this. Like that. And while I've got the stamp and the ink out, I'm going to be using the next piece of card just to stamp the insert. Like that. Okay, that's done with the Garden Green. Now the next colour is Merry Merlot. This is one of our newer colours. It's a strong, true burgundy colour. I've actually taken this stamp out of the case and just written on the foam where the top of the stamp is to indicate the top, so I can then punch it out. It makes it a lot easier because all of these petals are slightly different. So rather than fiddling and trying to punch it out correctly and wasting cardstock, if you can just take a little bit of time, work out which is the top and which petal would fit in the correct petal in the punch, it will save you cardstock and time. So to do that, I've got a piece of cherry cobbler actually. I've decided to use cherry cobbler just so it's a little bit more red. The petals are a little bit more red, and then the veins of the the pattern on the petals are a little bit deeper. So the combination of cherry cobbler with Merry Merlot I thought worked quite well. So make sure you've got the top of the flower at the top and just stamp those 3 times. And then while we've got it out, do the insert and the envelope. You can of course do that, that is optional. So bring in that punch, and can you see how it's perfectly positioned and arranged to punch straight out? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so next what we would need to do is pop some gems on these flowers, and you'll find I've used some fantastic gems from the Autumn Winter Catalogue. They're called the Frosted and Clear Epoxy Droplets. Now they really are quite big. These are the frosted ones, and then you also get the sheets of silver. Now I know you're telling me, looking at that and thinking it's not silver, they're gold. Well, this morning I spent just a little bit of time taking my new dark Mango Melody blend pen and just going over the gems here, and now I've got golden dots instead of silver dots. So believe me when I say they were all silver. I'll just colour one of these in to show you. This blend pen is a alcohol marker, so whatever colour you have, whatever colour if you have any of these, you can create any colour gem that you'd like. You just need to give it a little bit of time to dry. They really don't take very long at all. I tend to go back over with another coat, and I would use the brush tip of the blend rather than the bullet tip on the other side, just because it's a little bit softer. So that's what you do for that. So to pick these up, I've been using our new Take Your Pick tool. This is a brand new tool which you can find in the Autumn Winter catalogue. One end is a putty end, so you have a little twist, you twist it and out comes a little bit of putty, and that is designed to pick up gems. It won't pick up these big, oh it does, it didn't do it earlier. Can you see that on the end there? You just pick up one of the gems, which is very easy. You can pop it back on. Sequins out of a little pot container of sequins. This is amazing and it will change your life. You get a refill in the box that it comes in, so you get 2 of those. You can also buy additional refills of those because over time it will lose its tack. So when you want to change it and you want to get some more, just pull it off and then twist it and out comes some more. But when you do run out, you can buy some more refills for that. So you also get one of these, which is like a scraper, like a little spatula, and it does have a slight bend in it. It will wobble. So this is what I've used to pick up these larger gems, like that, and place onto the flowers in the middle. Okay. I've never had one of these because Stampin' Up haven't ever introduced one to the range, and now we've got one. I don't know how I've crafted without it. So it can't be too bad, can it? When you unscrew there, it's got a little lock to indicate if it's open or closed. You've got a pricking tool, and then also you get a ball tool, a large and a small, which is still in the case on my shelf. So you can see that is a really amazing tool, and for £9, that's quite handy to have in your pot. Okay, so before I glue these on, I would just pinch these leaves just to give a bit of dimension. Just pinch the opposite leaves, petals, keep saying leaves. And then I've got my trusty Tombow glue, and I store it upside down in a little glass jar. It is getting to the end of its life now. I like to use the Tombow because it is a wet glue that dries clear, and also it means I can give these flowers, I'll put a large one in the middle, I can give these flowers a little wiggle, and it's forgiving, so I can get the placement just right. There we go. Okay, so now it's time to put them together. That goes on the inside, like that. I always like to stamp my inserts. There we go. And then for this, I had put them on dimensionals actually. Let's see if I can reach any. There we go. So you don't need very many of these. it's literally just to hold up the card. It's not going to fall off. So really 4 to 6, that's all you need. If this is a card that you'll be posting, just bear in mind the depth of it. You can also skip the dimensional layer if you want to. You don't have to have it raised up. You can just glue it straight down onto the card, just to save a little bit of height when you pop it in the post. So there we are. That's our poinsettia card using the Pop of Petals stamp set and punch. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video today, and I hope it's made you think about this stamp set a little bit differently, and probably not something really that you thought we could use for Christmas. So I'm pleased to demonstrate that to you today. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. I'm available on the phone Monday to Friday between 9 and 5. If I'm not here, if I'm teaching, please just leave me a message and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.